Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Reggie Cox. I am from Labo Cosmetica, Milan, Italy. You want to see? Oh, of course. Oh, you mean dedication to the company.
Oh.
3pH, a system born. One of the first things we made, basically, from Labo Cosmetica, it was a system that we were trying to make that was for the maintenance of ceramics. So the difficulty was that ceramics over time are dying. So the accumulation of minerals, so to speak, was deteriorating the performance of the ceramic itself. And this way, we found a system that we can basically remove all inorganic and organic contamination from the car using only 3 shampoos. One of them is alkaline for the organic. The other one is an acid shampoo for inorganic and the minerals, substance and deposits on the car. And the third one, in a neutral pH, the shampoo to mechanically wash the car. Now this system by itself, we tested for every ceramic around the world. This is a system we thought of before we started producing ceramics ourselves. Because all the other, I wouldn't say all the other, but most of the other give you the option of a topping product, helping the car beat more again. So there was not a solution to remove the reason why the ceramic was disperforming or less performing. So this system was born about 3 years ago out of my head, and 2 of them, the Purifica and the Primus, the alkaline and the acid, are a novelty. The first one. Since this day, nobody has ever manufactured something as beautiful and perfect as Purifica. So you can imagine that if you use something day to day, very easy, like first aid, the most simple thing is like an aspirin. So you can compare the 2pH like an aspirin, and when you have, for example, didn't wash your car for a couple of weeks, or you get really, really sick, you move to something more special or a better medicine. In this case, you would call the 3pH system like an antibiotic for the decontamination of the car. So to make it simple, for day-to-day easy, aspirin for the Maniac line and antibiotic for the professionals. Yes, if you have, so let's make an example. If we have a dry period, after the dry period there's rain, inside of the rain there's the sand. So the next day you come to your car, the water's been dried up and it's covered with this desert sand that's on the car. Now this is a perfect example to use the 2pH. You can immediately get rid of the sand and the minerals that have been left behind. However, if you wait too long and you let it saturate too long, the exchange will be more, and then of course the limit, because of the product itself, will not be strong enough to remove the minerals that have been accumulated over time. So that way you move to something more powerful to use the 3pH to get rid of the same minerals. There is a limit. I would never go over 1 to 80, because if you dilute too much, the pH is going up as well. So if, for example, the pH is like -5 for an acid, and I dilute it over 1 to 80 to 100, it's not going to be -5. It's going to be 6, maybe closer to neutral. Same goes with alkaline. If you go too much in the dilution, you lose the alkalinity and you will drop down back to neutral, and then you lose the cleaning power, what you need to get rid of either with acid minerals or organics with alkaline. Yes, but the dilution becomes lower. So it's a 1 to 60 dilution in the bucket. So it's about 166 milliliters of product in the bucket. For me as a Dutch guy, that's little less revenue. So I would either use it in a sprayer, atomizer or a foam gun to get more effective. So in a bucket wash, for me it would be too expensive because I'm not using the complete bucket. I'm only using a little bit of amount to wash the car. 90% of the waters will still be in there, and I'm gonna throw it away because there's contaminants inside and I can't reuse it. I would say the most basic car wash user, car wash person is basically the hobby line. Maniac is for the guys that want more upgraded, more variables, more interesting, more performance. This will still be 100% pure professional, focused only on the professionals. And this will be a more generic public that want more than what the normal line can provide. So Mafra coating, for me, one of the most important part is that we removed one ingredient that's going to be an issue in the next couple of years. It's the PFAS, polyfluoric alkaline substances. They are inside of plastics, they are inside of anything that's already beating from the production, like plastic, cellophane. These things contain this PFAS. And PFAS is very bad for the environment, it's very bad for your health, And PFAS is going to be an issue because there are more and more PFAS getting inside of drinking water, in the environment. So we always try to move ahead of what something is going to be a problem in the future. So we already removed all the PFAS from all of these products. If the government's going to say you're not allowed to use this chemical anymore, then some of these products, if they contain PFAS, have to go back to the drawing table, have to be reinvented without that ingredient inside. It's like creating a product with sugar, but you're not allowed to use the sugar anymore, but you still want it to taste sweet. Of course, all the detergents. And so Primus Privica Semper, no-brainer, definitely, 100%. I would definitely do Derma, cleaner and sealant. So for cleaning and protecting the leather, very important, I would do that. Because Italians are unmatched in the car care of the inside. And Perfecta 2.0 is the upgraded version of the original one. What we changed was we saw that some of the consumer users had issues with hazing. So we made the application even more easy, but made a bonus for it that you can use it in direct sunlight, even in a very hot condition. So if the car paint goes up to 50 degrees, you are still able to use Perfecta 2.0. For Perfecta CO2, of course, at one point you still need something like a ceramic detailer, something that provides those beads and gives that protection with deep gloss, mirror-like gloss. It's a demand from the market that we provided through the use of Perfecta CO2. So in detergent line, 100% the products I just used, and in the coating line, I would say like Cupido 2.0 and the Perfecta SiO2.